All right, guys, this is a question I get all the time. Does traditional drop shipping from China still work? The short answer is not really, but it hasn't worked for years. But saying that, I still love and I still use this form of drop shipping. I just don't use it in the way that you might be expecting. And when I say traditional dropshipping from China, this includes AliExpress, but I'm also referring to platforms like Zendrop, CJ Dropshipping, Spocket, TeamDrop, all of them. Okay, they're all a little bit different, but they also kind of work in the same way. They're like using a generic and a less personalized agent. So let me explain the traditional Chinese dropshipping model, and then I'm going to explain the 2 steps above it and how it should be used today. Typically, you'll find products on a platform like AliExpress. You're then going to build a Shopify store, list those products on your Shopify store, and then once someone buys from you, you'll have that supplier ship the product directly to your customer. And then you're going to profit whatever the difference is between the product cost and the sale price minus any other costs. Okay, that's a very basic overview of the traditional form of dropshipping. Now, this works and you can make some money doing this, but this business model has many flaws. First is shipping times. Shipping times are long, typically anywhere from a week up to a month. And that's not really acceptable these days unless it's a really specialized or it's a really custom item that people are willing to wait for. People, they don't want to wait a few weeks for a $20 kitchen gadget when they can likely get it from Amazon within a few days. Then there's shitty Chinese packaging. Most customers will see it and instantly feel like they got scammed. And there's always the possibility that your supplier will leave the invoice you paid for the product in the package, which will make the customer feel even more ripped off. And then also you've got unreliable suppliers, which can cause all kinds of issues. And then you've also got product quality issues, which I don't think it's as bad as people make out, but it's still a little hit and miss. And all this is going to result in a lot of unhappy customers, and unhappy customers results in bad reviews. It can impact your ads. It can cause chargebacks. Plus, customers just aren't going to buy from you again. All this makes for a very flawed business model. But even with these flaws, you can still make money doing this form of drop shipping in the short term. But the problem is it's unsustainable in the long term. And also these flaws, they're manageable on a small scale only, okay? But these flaws will be exacerbated if you try to scale your business. Trust me, you will run into problems if you try to scale your business. So overall, this business model can work, but only in the short term, which kind of makes it a shit business model. Plus, we don't really have any advantages over our competition with this because our competitors can easily copy us, which is a huge problem. But this doesn't make traditional dropshipping useless. We can still use this as part of our overall strategy. And the reason is we can use this model to test and validate products before moving on to the next stage of our business. Okay, this is such a cost-effective and effective way of testing how viable a product is. And once we test different products and we test different ads and we find something that appears to have real potential, we can then pivot into working with an agent in China. Now, all agents, operate a little differently and they all offer different services. But we want an agent who can source and fulfill orders for us from China. Okay, so with an agent, all the flaws with regular drop shipping are improved depending on the agent you choose, of course. Okay, but you should have access to better shipping lines, which will mean faster shipping than AliExpress. You can get better packaging in some situations. And overall, the agent will be far more reliable than an AliExpress supplier. And you can dropship with an agent profitably for a while, and you can scale a bit more than you could with an AliExpress supplier. Okay, this is like another step up for validating your products. But it's still not the ideal business model. Okay, the flaws are still there, they're just not as bad. It still makes the business model unsustainable in the long term and a little risky if you want to scale your business too high. Okay, the customers are happier, but they're not as satisfied as you'd want. You can definitely make this form of dropshipping work, and lots of people do, but we can take dropshipping to the next level, which is when we transition into buying in bulk from a manufacturer, which I know is a different form of fulfillment. You're not technically dropshipping anymore. Okay, but once we buy in bulk, we can either choose to continue using an agent in China, or we can ship our bulk order to a 3PL and ship our product domestically. Okay, both of these options have their pros and cons, which I might create a separate video about. But with buying in bulk, you can have custom packaging, you can have faster shipping, you can have better margins, you can have reliable suppliers, and you have the ability to scale your business with confidence. So in this situation, your agent or your 3PL will ship your product for you as orders come in. Okay, this is a more expensive step, and hopefully you've built up some cash in the previous steps to be able to afford this. And ideally, you want to buy as low as possible MOQ initially to reduce that risk. But all this is going to result in much happier customers, which also means more repeat purchases, positive reviews, and overall just a more sustainable and a more profitable business for you. Now, you might be thinking, well, why don't I just skip those first two steps and go directly to buying in bulk if it's more profitable and it's more sustainable? You can, okay? But the problem is it's expensive to buy products in bulk, which also means it's more risky. You want to validate your idea and have as much confidence as you can that your idea will succeed before you take this step. Okay, don't assume you know what the market wants. You could buy 500 or 1,000 units of a product and that this might not sell. And I'm speaking from experience here. Like, you should see all the shit in my garage. And this process of dropshipping works this way because the initial stage of regular dropshipping from China it's relatively risk-free. It doesn't cost much money to start a Shopify store, find some products, and just run some low-cost ads, as long as it's done on a small scale only. So whilst traditional dropshipping from China is not ideal, using it to test and validate our ideas is ideal. And the goal is to get from stage one, which is traditional Chinese dropshipping, to buying in bulk as fast as possible whilst also reducing the risk. So this way, you're kind of gradually building a profitable business. Like, you're not putting all your eggs into one basket and taking a huge gamble. It just makes more sense to think of dropshipping this way, because regular dropshipping from China should not be the end goal, but building a brand should be the end goal. Okay, that's how you build a real business and potentially make life-changing income. Okay? I hope all this makes sense. I hope this has given you a clearer and like an alternative way of thinking about dropshipping from China. Thanks for watching, guys.